all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to be doing our camper van build. So we're going to do issue 104 of Build the Camper Van, and we are going to be fitting the front windscreens today in today's video. And yeah, we've got some hinges to put on these as well. Now I didn't know that these windows were on hinges for the front windscreens, but it turns out they are, and I've heard that they're not the easiest things to do as well. So fingers crossed nothing goes wrong, and fingers crossed I don't lose the pins, because the last time I think we were doing the wipers, and yeah, I'm still yet to find them pins. But yeah, hopefully nothing will go wrong today. So got the camper out already over there, because like I said, we're going to be working on the outer shell of the camper on the front windscreen. So let's get started with today's build. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, so stage 104, we are working on assembling the windshield. So what we need to do is we need to bring the windshield across. Now I've got them here. As you can see, I've actually had to change the camera. Now this is actually situated inside the camper, but we're going to be fitting these on. So what we need to do is we just need to pop them in like that. We need to try and get them over the front wipers. So I've got some tape on here. I'm just going to take off. This shouldn't be too hard to do, he says. So right, they're in front of the wipers, and at the top here we've got 2 screw holes, and we need to screw that in with 2 BD09s. Now these are going to go into oil, and I also want to be super careful I don't slip with the screw, because I'm paranoid that's going to happen. So here we go. So if my hand gets in the way, I do apologise, but this is the best angle I could get on this. Now you see, the problem is now is I need to get a little bit more oomph behind that screw, so I'm just going to try a bigger screwdriver to help me, which seems to be working. Okay, that one's in. So it's not the easiest of positions to have this in, but it was the only angle I could really get this in. I'm literally having to grab just to put a little bit of strength behind them hinge screws. Okay, because so that's them 2 in place. Right, so we've got the other to do. So again, I've got a bit of tape on the wiper. This was just to protect them because we had no, obviously, glass in place, which we're doing now. So moving that wiper out the way, I need to hook that under, and then if I can get that over the wiper without breaking it, that's in place. Okay, so the same again with that one, we need 2 BD08 screws, which I have 2. So here comes the first one. Okay, that's one in position. Just get the second one in. Now, the next part of this is fitting these hinges in place, and that's not the bit I'm looking forward to, because they're not supposed to be, well, they're not easy. And from what I've seen of other people doing this, some people have had not the best of times with them. Okay, so it's hinge time. So what we need to do, these are the hinges that we've been given, and what we need to do, we've got like a hole in one end. Now that end is going to be going into our glass, but what we need to do first of all is hook it on somehow to the front part, to this bit here. Now the problem I think we're going to have here is, so it needs to be around that way, it needs to go in. I'm worried I don't want to break anything, so I'm just double checking. So the teeth should be at the bottom. Right, so that's where I've gone wrong first of all. Right, so that's what I didn't want to happen, but because they're pushed on, I'm wondering whether I can get this just on to this, just off camera. So let me try do that. I'm just going to read the instructions. So it says, now take one of the windshield sliders and fit it on the right bracket in the position shown as in the picture. So there's no clues onto how this actually goes on. Right, so it's a case of hooking it on. Right, so my advice was actually to take that off and hook that on, would be a lot easier. Okay, so with that in place, now I'm just a little bit worried about the windscreen wiper here, but I think I should be okay. So with that in place, just trying to hold it in a position. We've got a pin that's going to go in to basically to the side of the window and into the end of this bracket. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one on camera, so all of it, and then I'll do the second one off camera, because I think this could take a little bit of time. Actually, before we do the next one, we need to put the other one on to the centre bracket. Okay, so it's going to go on to this centre bracket just here. Oh, well that went on nice and easy. Okay, so once we've done that, then we start putting these pins in. Now these pins are tiny, and when I say tiny, I mean tiny. So let's see if we can do this. I'm not looking forward to this whatsoever, because if this doesn't go in correctly, I'm actually going to use something to try and get this pin in. It is light enough to try it with a diamond painting pen, I think. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So let's see. Oh, I nearly dropped the pin then. Do I have any wax for this? Probably not. Oh, great. Okay, I could try it with a different way with a bit of blue tack on a little pointer thing I've got. Okay. So let's try and get this one in. So, here we go. And once the pin's in, you're supposed to clamp it in. That is the problem. Just as you've seen it there, it's getting the pin in. And you don't want it pinging off in all different directions. That's why I think diamond painting pen would be ideal. Gosh, you need little fingers sometimes with these models. Right. Have I got any wax? Yes, I found some wax, so we'll try the diamond painting pen again. Okay. Because that's less sticky than blue tack. Because it's just held on with wax. Okay, so I've got that loaded up. I've got that lined up. So I'm going to try and get this in. It's in. Right, okay. And then once it's in, it says, then align the hole in the end of the first guide with the hole in the tab on the right hand side of the windshield as shown in the picture, and place one of the rivets as shown in the round picture. Right, okay. So that's in, but I don't think that's going to stay in, so I'm going to try and clamp it in place. Try. I think that's in. Oh! It doesn't actually say complete, and then it just says complete the right side of the windshield by fitting another rivet to secure the guide centre bracket into the windshield. It doesn't say anything about using any clamps or anything to clamp that in place. So that rivet could just pop out at any time. Right. So to try and give it a bit of a rough edge so it don't come out, I'm gonna try and secure it like that. Okay, so we've got one to do on the other side. Now I know this piece on this side has come out, but I'm not bothered about that right now, because I can put that back in and it's probably going to have to be glued back in anyway. Don't know why I need to charge this up with more wax. It should be fine, but nearly lost it again there. Okay. No, the pin fell then. Where did that go? I didn't lose it. I know I didn't. It didn't go on the floor. It landed. Oh gosh, right, okay, it landed inside. So once I've done this one, I'll pause the camera, get the other one done, and then I'll show you what this is like, because this is not the easiest to do on camera. In fact, even I'm going to have to move position here because I can't see what I'm doing. Right, I think I'm going to have to move the bus slightly, so just bear with me. So now you're seeing the front of me, because I can't see a thing of what I'm doing on this side. Right, the pin's through the first one. Oh well, it was. You say these things are sent to triers. With me, it's every day. I don't think I would have minded if it didn't have these hinges on, but I like to do things as per the build instructions. Right, this pin is just not wanting to stick on to the diamond painting pen at all. So I'm going to have to try and do this. I don't want to do it with pliers because I know it'll ping off. Right, I'm loaded up with wax. Again. This is why I don't do diamond painting. Right, that's in. Get my pliers. Actually, the pliers do actually kind of squish it in place. Okay, so if I just pop that back on, temporary for now. Now this hinge, this side's come out. But you can kind of see what we're trying to aim for. So what I'll do is I'll get these all done and then we'll come back and check it out. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've had a bit of problems with this window here. To be honest with you, this is not the best design in the world, these hinges. I've had more luck on this one here. Now if I just move that down, we can move the windshield up. But on this one I'm having real big problems with this pin. So what I'm going to do is off camera I'm going to have a look at this and see if there's a better way of doing this, because yeah, it's just not the best. I don't know who was thinking of when they built this and designed it, but I don't think I'm too impressed. Also, I've got a scratch there which I'm not liking. I mean, yeah, this is just probably, I don't know who thought this mechanism up. I really don't, but it's not the best. But that is this stage complete to a degree, and like I said, I will address that off camera and have a look at a better way. I've got kind of an idea of what I might do with it, but yeah, so that is stage 104 complete, kind of. Well guys, that's it for the camper van for now. I will address that off camera. I just need to have a look at it properly. One of the pins is just not lining up, and I think it might have been a heck of a lot easier to put the brackets in on onto the windshield perspex glass, and then maybe put the hinges on. But I think that might have been a bit of an easier way of doing it, but it's definitely, the way they show in the magazine is not the easiest way of doing it at all. And yeah, I'm not happy with the way things have gone. I had heard it wasn't an easy issue to do, and it certainly is not the way they ask you to do it in the magazine. I often wonder, the people that are doing the magazines, are they actually building this themselves, or is it just set? Because it boggles the mind sometimes. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.